Hello, my friends. It's been a while. I'd like to share something that's happened the last week as I was trying to get back to doing studies. I haven't been doing studies for the last a little bit more than a year since my mother got a lot sicker and her body started failing. So I was dedicating myself to helping her. And she passed away a few months ago. So after mourning for a while, now I've had how do you explain, a thirst for studying again. And I wanted to make one final video about the last structures and possibilities that I could see in the scripture. And I was trying to keep my focus on what I was having in my mind, but as I prayed that the Lord will take over this one and just help me with all the structures and patterns in Scripture, that He will control the situation completely. But every time I tried to study, and it was in this direction. No, not this one. Let me see. That about the 40 Jubilees, and I was trying to look at every possibility, but he was shifting my focus every time I tried to study back to this one, and I just couldn't see how it would correlate with the things that I was looking at, and he made it clear that stop looking at it, look at this. So I started to look at this, and I said, like, I don't understand. What should I look at? So when I was looking at this, it was look at the generations, and then my mind was taken back to Enoch. So let me get it up for you. Well, first, let me show you that if you look at this one, 77 times 77 plus 77 is what he gave me, I believe, a little bit over a year ago, maybe more. And when he gave me that, I was looking at the numbers. So 77 times 77 is 5,929. And then he said plus 77. But the year, the first year in the plus 77 years is the day that, the year that Israel, 1948, was replanted, to say, in the earth. And as Scripture says, is the last generation. So if the 77 times 77 leads you all the way up to the how do you say, last generation of 77, it does it perfectly by putting the first year of the last 77 years to be the year that Israel was brought back to as a country on earth. And then it would be 77 years. And I was wondering, where's the evidence that I need to focus on? So that's where the part of Enoch came in. And as you know, 1948, May 14th, is that year, the first year of the last 77, if I'm right. And if we bring it up, we will look at the date calculator, and it was 77 years will bring it to the 14th of May 2025. And Shavuot is after this date, so I believe that the date is in 2024 on Shavuot, the last year, the 77th year, that which would be 2024. This is the last day of the 77th year, 14th of May, and Shavuot is after that on 1st of June to the 3rd of June. But if we look now to the book of Enoch, we know that this book will be for those who are living in the day of tribulation, and it even speaks concerning the elect, which is Israel. So the righteous and the elect are. This book is for the righteous and the elect. But if we look at the 77, he showed me this, and I've looked at it before, but I didn't put it together until he showed me that. Where is it? Let me just find it. In those days there shall be condemned, therefore. It's not that. Sorry for that. Let me just find it. Oh, there it is. It says, and when their sons have been slain one another, and they have seen the destruction of their beloved ones, bind them fast for 70 generations in the valley, until the day of their judgment and the consumption, till the judgment is ever, till the judgment that is forever and ever is consummated. So what it's showing, that it's 70 generations, and I was still lost in this. Sorry if I'm reading. I'm not good at reading and talking. But it was 70 years according to bind them for 70 generations. Not years, generations. From Enoch. And I looked at this before, but I couldn't see how that was 77 generations, as he showed me. But then he wanted me to look at Jude 1:14. And he said, Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied about them. See, the Lord is coming with thousands upon thousands of his holy ones. And if Enoch is the seventh from Adam, then if we look at the 70 generations that they will be locked up, that's from from Enoch. And if there's 7 generations before that, that means that it's 77 generations from the point of Adam till the day of the judgment would come. So that strengthened me, knowing that this was 77 times 77. But if we then look at the last 77 years, what is described as the last and final generation in Scripture, then one thing stood out, and that is, let's see, if we take 77 times 77, that equals to 5929, and plus 77, it will bring it to 6,006 years. And if from Nisan till what's that name? Sukkot, the feast, the fall feast, where judgment is to be when the books are closed and judgment is put on that generation. It will be the 6th month from Nisan, which will be also interesting, that it will be 6,006 years and 6 months. I just thought that was a weird number to land on. But if we look at something else that I was asking, if anyone remembers my son's visions, I had been woken up when I was trying to see if it was that weekend that it could have been, and if he wanted me to share my son's visions, then I asked for him to wake me up at 04:01, so it would symbolize that weekend, which was 1st of April. But he woke me up at 4:18, which later I asked about. Sadly, it was after I've shared the video, but it said impossible. And so he woke me up at 4:18, and the word was impossible for me to look at. So it would have been wrong. But so I asked him yesterday, I believe, for any guidance in this way as he did it before. Maybe I'm looking at something that is also impossible or something like that. He could give me the word. So the word was 14:14. Do not to be able, and that was something that stood out. So if he is able and not impossible this time, it would be a reason for me to share this video. So therefore I'm doing it. And I also when I was walking home today, I was thinking about it all, to share the video, and if he wants me to share it, then I thought, like, how many days could it be from today until Shavuot, which is 2024? So I took a look at it, and I calculated the days from today, 1st of January, January the 30th, 2023, to Shavuot, Feast of Weeks, I think it's called in English, 2024, the 13th of June is 11th to 13th is Shavuot. So as I was thinking, 500 days would be amazing if it was just on 500 days. And when I came home and I looked at it, it was exactly 500 days. So it gave me even more of a desire to share the video. And as I'm looked down, while I'm seeing 1 year, 14 months, and 14 days. So I thought to myself, maybe this is really it. That it's beyond of my understanding. But the 14, which I shared that I had for the word to be able, would appear again as I look at this. Sure, you can go 16, 14th, but I'm just where my eyes were drawn to. This was it. So, what to make of all this is, for me, I'm really think he's showing when it is, and I'm really looking forward. And this will absolutely be my last video in any way or form, and that is something I have talked to the Lord about. And I don't like doing videos. I just like to share something he gives, but this is the only way I know how. So that's why I'm doing this video. But I also liked when I looked up what is the significance with 500. So it had the number 50 signifies rest, jubilee, or deliverance, while 10 represents perfect or divine order. Thus 500 speaks of fullness in relation to perfect consummation of time. I just thought that was strange, because I really was thinking 500 before I went home and looked at the days. And it was exactly 500 days from today, and that's when I decided to share the video. So it was not a big video with lots of studies and everything. I I haven't studied in a long while, so I think the Lord wanted to be kind with me if I was going to do anything. But I believe that this is the time. Does it have to be 24? No, it could be 25. Just like after 77 times 77, the first year, the first of the plus 77 years was the year that Israel came back as a nation in the world. So it could be 2024 Shavuot, or it could be 2025. That I don't know. I don't have anything that guides me in my thoughts of that more than either or. But I just wanted to share it with you all, and I hope you're blessed. That the Lord bless you and your families, and take care of you. In these times, it's getting darker and darker, but the light is also getting brighter, and the light is Jesus. So if you know him and you see him, you won't be in the darkness. Much love, my friends. God bless you.